Yeah. Shalom.
Shalom.
We would like to start off by giving our honor and glory to We also want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone Ruel. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house and everything like. And today, we're gonna go with, hey, well, first of all, we are the Hebrew Israelites. Hey, brothers, be doing lessons, you don't know how to do it. We are the Hebrew Israelites out here once again, week in, week out, to prophesy the downfall of America, man. And we're here through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai to spiritually decode the scriptures. All right, we're out here to tell you who America is or what America is according to the Bible, who the Edomites are according to, who so-called white man is according to the Bible, who so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American man is according to the Bible, who the other races of people are according to the Bible. We're to tell you our future destination according to the Bible, and Esau's Edom future destination according to the Bible, man. Oh, you got it, brother.
In Jeremiah 3:15, and I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
And who are the pastors? The flock. I started with Great Millstone. And you have other men outside of that that will be the Most High's flock and teaching Yahweh B'Hashem, sincerely Yahweh B'Hashem Shai. But they started with Elder Apostle Hart, man. These different camps, these little sanctuaries, these altars, we're Yahweh B'Hashem Shai's flock, man. And we're feeding you. Because your pastors, your so-called pastors, didn't feed you correctly, man. What did they feed you? Prosperity doctrine. All right, what did they feed you? Liberation. Cesare Borgia.
Serve your woman.
Serve your woman. Feminism. LGBTQ. You niggas don't even stand on your principles on your Christian doctrine. Even growing up in a Christian church, we knew that was wrong, man. Bishop, Bacon, Pastor, pork chop niggas, man. All right? But the Most High set up his man finally to reveal to you what America is, who you are. It's a beautiful thing. All right, go ahead. Okay.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 10. Therefore, fear not. Therefore, fear that thou art not my servant Jacob, said the Lord Yahweh.
Fear not my servant Jacob. All right? We should fear not. All right? So, yeah, we know that Esau's plotting against the elect. We know ICE is going to start with 2/3 of our people. But they want the prophets, man. All right? We know that it's metals inside the snow. And we know that it's metals inside the chemtrails. Lead in the waters. We know the health, the reason why we're sick. Because the damn devil Esau Edom is the reason why we're sick. 100% of the reason why we're sick. I stay corrected, man. All right, go ahead.
O Israel, fear for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity.
Oh, save thee from afar? What's afar? America.
The uttermost parts of the world.
The uttermost. So this is written from the standpoint of Jerusalem. Afar as we got sent to America. Come on, man. Ain't that something you experience? It's like, damn. This is classified as afar according to the scriptures. The land is on the other side of the earth. But we're in that land is classified as afar, man. Come on, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. Very heartfelt, man. Jerusalem is in the east.
America's in the west. That's the opposite direction.
Let's go, bro.
Hey, this is Acts 1:7. And he said unto them, Yahushua, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father has put in his own power. But you shall receive power. After that, the Holy Spirit has come on you.
And that's another beautiful point. The Holy Spirit is what, brothers? It's the word.
Right.
So what comes after the word? Power! So we're in the beginning of power.
Right.
Wisdom of Solomon 6. Come on, man. You got it?
After that, the Holy Spirit is come on you, and you shall be witnesses unto me, both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost part of the earth.
So this is the Most High raising up his pastors on the other side of the earth, man. This is us being witnesses, man. All right? Telling that good news. All right?
You say, and by the prophets being on the highways and byways, is showing the power of the Lord, man. Because it wasn't too long ago. In the 40s, 50s, 60s, Jacob get lynched out here trying to speak about the Lord, man.
Come on, man.
Get dragged up the street, you know what I'm saying? Burnt, whatever, man. So this is the power of the Lord, because now, you know, boldly, we're untouchable, man. As long as the Lord have his covering over us, man.
And you know how you in the beginning of a football game, all the football players they bust through this paper and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, that's the prophets turning down the strongholds, man.
Yeah.
They're piercing through it, it's shattering that veil, man. All right.
Ecclesiastes 13:14. Love the Lord all your life and call on him for your salvation.
All on Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. And brothers have been attacked in their sleeps, man, by demons, by Satan. And they was able to get the demon off of them by calling on the name of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai in their minds.
Right.
All right? So, hey, how much more are we going to be saved when we call on him out loud?
Right.
Fear not thou, my servant Jacob, man.
But the name's not important.
But the name's not important. It's so important that you were paid to say that it's not important. The names are so important that they gave you a bag.
And these bug guys don't want you to have a familiar relationship with the Most High.
Yep.
Because that's an intimacy relationship if you're calling on him and his son. Like if you break up with a girl, you're going to tell that girl to what? Lose your number. Stop texting me. That's the disconnect. So that's the Most High basically telling these niggas, like, look, on he's putting the spirit on them to influence the 2/3, not to believe in the doctrine. And it starts with not knowing the names. You can call on Jesus. You can call on the Lord. But at the end of the day, if he's familiar with you, you're going to call on his name. You're going to call on his son's name, man.
Even here on planet Earth, we have to sign a document. It says, place your name and your signature.
That's it, bro.
It is what it is.
It is what it
And
is.
even man upon earth, like if I walk by, call me by my real name. Call me by my Hebrew name.
Bud.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
All right, now I'm walking by. Call me
James.
something else.
Mark,
John. Jeffro.
Like,
Latavius.
right. Man, don't y'all own. It's offensive.
Nigga.
You get what I'm saying? So, hey, the Most High, Yahweh Shem Shai, takes offense to these other names.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Hey, but that's why, he didn't give his name unto all. The great majority of the individuals that do not have the name of Yahweh Shem Shai are reprobates.
That's right.
And that's how you know
That's right.
they don't have a name.
That's right.
It's an access code.
That's right.
It's an access code. But I'm gonna let the brothers get their scriptures out. Anybody else?
Yeah, I got one, man. Hey, can I bring this out right now? Hey, this is what Nate be trying to use back in the day. And this is Wisdom of Solomon 14:21. And this was an occasion to deceive the world for men serving either calamity or tyranny, did ascribe unto stones and stocks the incommunicable name. So he'll use that scripture and say, basically, I told you, you can't call on Yahweh Shai. Now, all that means is you cannot associate Yahweh Shai with Jesus Christ, man. That's what that means. You cannot attach Yahweh and Yahweh Shai under other gods. You have to call on their names based on the description and your belief system from the scriptures.
That's what they did pre-flood.
That's right.
Before the flood, they'll scoped out an idol and say that's Yahweh Bashman.
Right.
Pre-flood shit.
Right.
You know? That's how they'll get Chester Red Boys here and say that's the Savior. You know, pre-flood era, you would call on the Most High, but you would associate it with an idol, man. You know? But it also tells you pre-flood era, was that men began to call on the name of Yahweh Bashman Shai?
Yeah.
But then
Yeah. Because Abraham had it. Abraham had the name.
Yeah.
You know, he built an altar, you know, to the Most High using the names, you know?
Hey, I did a video earlier today and just asked chat, I was like, how important are names? And at one, it says, your name is often the first piece of identity people attach to you. But then when you go to 2, it says, hearing your name repeatedly over your life ties it to your sense of self. When someone mispronounces it, shortens it without permission, or mocks it, it can feel personal. It can feel personal because it is.
And Esau knows this. And now I said Abraham, but look, the name started with Adam. Remember, Adam was the first man to become a living spirit. So don't you think when the Most High gave him that influence, which is the Holy Spirit, he knew the names?
Yeah.
Or he knew the name of the Most High at that time?
Yeah.
Because why? No. Why wouldn't you know the name of your creator?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. It's, because basically Adam was like a vehicle. He was like an action figure.
Yeah.
You see? And those toys always had what, make tag attached to it, had a company that made it. Your car's gonna say what, make and model.
Yeah.
So the make could be Ford. Do you know what I mean? So who's your make? Who's your maker? It's Yahweh. All right, that Yahweh Shai's first prototype, they have a maker attached to it. It was Yahweh.
It's all association.
It's all association.
Everything has an association.
Everything.
And using the reference that you just made, you can have the model, which is Ford, and the association would be a Ford Focus, a Ford F-150, a Ford Explorer,
A Mustang.
Exactly.
If I'm not mistaken, the make will be Ford, right? And the model will be like F-150. The make. Yeah. But I'm just saying, because like, the make and model. So Yahweh, he is the great I am. He's the maker or the manufacturer of all living spirits manifested in these bodies, right? But then he has this deluxe brand.
And because the model ultimately is the under the order of Melchizedek.
Under the order, ooh,
You know?
yeah. And then you got we got different cars, right? You got different classes, right? You got like different trims. Certain classes are more superior than others.
You got Mercedes-Benz. They got the A-Class, the C-Class, the S-Class.
Because you got the Mercedes-Benz nation, which is Israel. But then there's that top class within that.
First fruits.
First
in the
fruits.
scriptures.
Come on, man.
And when you go into that term first fruits, it means what? Those that are superiors within their class or in class.
Hey, I see all the phones doing like this. I saw you raise your hand real quick, then I'm going to get to these brothers.
This Ecclesiastes 24:31. I said, I will water my best garden.
Yep.
It will water abundantly my garden bed.
My best garden. That's what, because the nation of Israel, this was going to get poured with the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You know?
And lo, my brook became a river, and my river became a sea.
Yep.
Oh, a brook becoming a sea. It started off small, but it became great. You know? A splash became a flood.
From the late 60s until now, it took off, the truth. You know? We got live stream. Yeah, live stream. StreamYard.
This is a ChatGPT search. It says, what is the importance or significance of knowing the Lord's true name? We got 5 points on it. It says, number 1, the spiritual principle behind it. Across traditions, knowing the Most High's name can symbolize, number 1, the relationship. In ancient culture, knowing someone's name implied their closeness. Number 2, the authority. To act in someone's name, meaning acting under their authority. Number 3, the character. Biblically, a name reflects nature and reputation. 4, worship identity. It distinguishes one's understanding of the Most High from other spiritual concepts. And this last one was from the Google. It says Yahweh, or I am that I am, is considerably profoundly significant because it reveals the Most High's essential character, signifies an intimate personal relationship rather than a distant one, and represents his covenantal faithfulness.
That's another thing. Covenantal faithfulness. His covenant was attached to a certain people.
That's right.
And he's faithful to that covenant. That's another thing too. In the ancient world, every name had a meaning. So it's important to know the name, to know the essence of who you worship.
It's called the nomen.
The nomen, yeah.
Matthew, when the angel broke down to Joseph, you should name him Yahweh Shai, for he shall save his people. That's a name prediction of what that personality will manifest through his actions on earth.
It says character. It says a name reflects his nature and his reputation.
You're right. When you go into Revelation, the first chapter, the revelation of Yahweh Shai, also for Revelation, it goes into a disclosure of names and the appearance. So the Holy Spirit has revealed this. And the names are super important. And that's the main reason they want you not to know the names, because of that disconnect. But you cannot disconnect the Most High from the elect of Israel, starting with the 144,000. These individuals will praise his holy name. And that's spoken of in the book of Ecclesiastes. Hey, can I get one precept? Hey, get it, make it point.
I'm gonna say, because the Lord said, "What I shall be their God and shall be my people." And God means what? Power. And that attachment with the nation of Israel is what? Yahshua, the prince of the power. So our Heavenly Father is our power, and we're the princes of the power, man. That's a connection right there, man.
Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 31, and verse, you said 31 and 3?
Yeah.
Chapter 31, verse 3. Behold, the Assyrian was a cedar in Lebanon.
Now, who's this Assyrian? This is talking about Adam. He was likened to an Assyrian. Go ahead.
It says, with fair branches and with a shadowing.
Meaning what? The branches is a representation for our people. The Adamites at that time frame. So before we became Israelites, we were known as the Adamites, which was also what? Another classification, sons of the Most High, because during that time frame, you had what? Sons of God, you had sons of the wicked, and you had sons of men. Or sons of men. Go ahead, bro.
With a shadowing shroud and of a high stature.
Shadowing and shroud is going into protection. A shadow is a covering. A shadow hovers you, meaning what? He was a priest. He had the wisdom of the Most High, meaning what? The law, statutes, and the commandments. Go ahead, bro.
And in high stature, and his top was among thick. And
that's what exalted him, right? Because of the word of the Most High. And now when you think about the book of Ecclesiastes, when Yahushua returns as himself, he's going to be the tallest man in Israel. And it started off like that. Go ahead, bro.
It says that his top was among thick boughs.
Right, so the boughs is a representation of what? The Adamites, right? The Adamites, our people. And again, we wasn't known as Israelites back then. We were known as Adamites.
And the sons of God.
And the sons of the Most High, the water. That's right. That's the specific classification. Sons of the Most High. Go ahead, bro.
You got some more on that?
Yeah, keep going.
Verse 4. It says the waters made him great. The deep set him on high.
So what's the waters? That influence, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's the waters. And also from a physical standpoint, the river of Jordan. Go ahead, bro.
It says, with his rivers running around about his plants.
Mm-hmm.
And set.
Plants going into what? Sons, our people. And at that time frame, we're known as the sons of the Most High. Go ahead.
And set out her living waters until all the trees of the field.
Go ahead.
Verse 5. Therefore, his height was exalted above all the trees of the field.
Because of this wisdom. And best believe he knew what? He knew the names.
And that's giving King Solomon, like, that vibration.
Yeah.
It's giving that vibration to King Solomon.
That's right.
Your wisdom surpassed every flooded the earth, that influence.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you know, Yahushua was
King
Adam
Solomon.
and King Solomon.
I got a quick one.
Go ahead, bro.
So this is Edom line, and this the word influence. So when you go into influence and you drop down from the French influence, it says emanation from the stars. It says the acts upon one's character and destiny, also a flow of water flowing in.
He had the Holy Spirit. A flow of water flowing in, that influence, that breath. Remember, Adam became a living spirit. So basically, he wasn't the first man created, but he was the first man to be influenced by the Most High. That's what that means. Because remember, people was created at the same time with other creatures. I think that's in the book of Job, of how Leviathan, is it Leviathan? It was a beast that was created with man. I forgot which one it was. Go ahead, bro.
Second Ezra 2 and 43. It says that in the midst of them there was a young man of high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads.
That's how it's God. Remember, now going back to Adam, Adam was exalted, right? So if you got the Holy Spirit, you can see it. Go ahead, bro.
And every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly.
And that's what the 144,000. So during this time frame, when we think about Adam, basically he had a priesthood as well, right? He had a kingdom. So we're trying to fight back into what we once lost, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, can you start back with the Syrian and go down to how it floods? And just going to the you started.
This is Ezekiel chapter 31, back in verse 3. It says, behold, the Assyrian was a cedar of Lebanon with fair branches and with a shadowy shroud and of a high stature, and his top was among thick boughs.
Right. So the boughs is a representation for our people, things of that nature. The branches is a representation for our people. And he had that shroud, which is going into like that protection, that covering, shadowing, right? Because he had the law, statutes, and the commandments, and he was exalted within his kingdom.
Verse 4. It says, the waters made him great. The deep set him high. The deep set him on high with her waters, running around about his plants.
All right, I'm gonna get the scripture right here. Sirach, this is Sirach 47 and 13. Solomon reigned in a peaceable time and was honored, for the Most High made quiet round about him, that he might build an house in his name and prepare his sanctuary forever. How wise was thou in thy youth, as a flood filled with understanding. Thy soul covered the whole earth, and thou fillest it with dark parables. Thy name went far unto the islands, and for thy peace thou wast beloved.
And the reason why this was able to happen based on the character of King Solomon is because he had the Holy Spirit.
He was an influence before YouTube.
Yeah, that's right. He did numbers. Hey, you see how they trying to spike up the Super Bowl numbers?
Yeah.
They saying Bad Bunny had did 133.4 billion. Kendrick Lamar did 134.3. But Michael Jackson back then did 134.2. You know what I'm saying? Without fucking social media. But we already know them numbers could be skewed because why? The Most High said that he was going to bring the dollars of music to a low.
Man.
And yes, you can add the Super Bowl too because that's a form of entertainment.
Man, I'm talking to several. I had a conversation with several people around that day. And they was like, bro, we might just watch a movie. We like, man, me and my girl, we talking about, you know what I'm saying? Jake was like, bro, I ain't feeling it. Yeah. Like, Jake might have watched it, but they just made themselves watch it. The spirit wasn't in the air.
Back at the point, I think they dropped their number like 128. They dropped it to like 128.
Really?
Yes.
They don't want them around to go down.
That's right.
Hey, this the thing now. This the end thing.
Yeah.
This the thing now. You know, this the real Super Bowl. So like you say, no matter how many touchdowns the nigga get, how many yards the nigga get, no matter how much the performance was great, guess what? We still in captivity.
That's right, bro.
This is what's gonna change the captivity. You know,
You still struggling financially.
Right, you niggas maxed out them credit cards. Half you niggas was in the middle class and you maxed out them credit cards, man. Who got that type of money to go out there and ball out like that?
you know, on top of that, this shit is rigged. So
Yeah.
take that excitement out there. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny you say that because the fact of the coin, I think one of the somebody's status I saw there on Instagram, they say ain't no way the football season ended like this.
Right. All right, I got one more, bro.
Go ahead,
This is the book of Sirach 47 and 17. The countries marvel at thee for thy songs and proverbs and parables and interpretations.
because of their influence.
Now, right now, it's talking about King Solomon, right?
Right.
But was this not a reflection? Was this not a reflection of Adam?
Yeah.
What we just read in the book.
Yes, sir.
It was just the same thing.
Yes, sir.
Influence.
Yes,
Man.
sir.
First, he started out as the king of the earth during the time of Adam and that reigned pre-flood.
Right.
But then he came back spiritually as the king of the earth.
Right.
It's King Solomon.
Right.
You think? Yeah.
Again, when we say, how should I say, one that is wiser than
Yeah.
Adam, I mean, so like one that is wiser than Solomon is here.
Yeah, that's right. Yahushua.
Yahushua.
And look at the influence Yahushua had, because after the death of Yahushua, what do you have? You had Roman Catholicism.
Yeah.
You had that Byzantine Empire.
Yeah.
You had all those paintings of the apostles and the disciples. but it's all sprung from Yahushua.
That's right.
They might have whitewashed it,
Yeah.
but still that influence still permeated the planet Earth. Just like King Solomon, just like Adam. He cycled back in it with that same influence, man.
Y'all about to say that. Look at the influence now, but it's doing with mockery, scoffing going on. They just showed that Yahushua is really their prototype.
Really the prototype, man.
You know?
Because
This John 7:37 in the GNT. On the last and the most important day of the festival, Yahushua stood up and said in a loud voice, "Whoever is thirsty should come to me, and whoever believes me should drink. As the scripture says, streams of life-giving water will pour out from his side."
there he goes to that water, all right, which is wisdom. All right, going back to the time of Adam, man. But that's why the serpent pulled the game that he pulled.
That's right.
And if you watch the last Israelite family in Russia, it's a documentary on them. The Tsars, right? The last Tsar, like the Israelite Tsar, right?
Right.
Have y'all seen the documentary?
I'm still watching.
Yeah, I recommend y'all watch it because the play that was pulled on him was a reflection of the play that was pulled on Adam. Because basically, that particular guy, I forget his name, he envied the Tsar's position. So what he did, he started pillow talking with his wife. He started shooting his wife. He started shooting ideas at his wife.
Yeah.
She relayed those ideas to the Tsar, which the plan was to overthrow the Tsar.
That's right.
So what did the serpent do? He ran these ideas
Through
to Eve.
Yeah.
She ran it back to Adam,
Yeah.
showing you that Adam had a kingdom.
That's right.
And the serpent wanted to overthrow Adam's kingdom.
That's right.
And the serpent knew how Adam got his kingdom. It was through obedience.
That's right. And she learned that package, which was that philosophy, and she presented it to Adam over a process of time.
In addition,
Because basically, it didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen one day. She received that philosophy and then went straight to Adam. No, she had to learn it. And then once she learned it, she sold it to Adam. She pillow talking. Because so if I could just add one more thing to going, because that nigga knew not to go to Adam. He would have shot him off.
Yeah.
He probably would have put the nigga to death.
Who was Adam's weak spot?
Eve.
So, but if you watch that documentary, to me, it shed light on the play that was put on
Yeah,
Adam.
that makes sense, bro.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I'm going to use this man's woman
Yeah.
as a tool to overthrow him.
Ain't nothing is new under the sun.
Nothing is new under the sun.
Even on a lower level, like show us like verse 48, where the gospel got Jake in in the detention center with him. Yeah, who they go to?
Your mama.
What's that culprit they
Your
always
mama.
get to talk to Jake, so he can tell the beans and spill the beans or whatever.
Or they go to your woman too.
Yeah, but she was that woman, man.
Think about your woman.
But
Think about your daughter.
No. And check the play out. Look at our estate now. That's my people, children of the oppressed. And we will rule over them.
Yeah.
If you look at the play in America, basically Esau has his system now.
Yeah.
In the form of his kingdom, in the form of a system. He put the woman on top of Adam.
Yeah.
That's how you know this is biblical.
Yeah.
So whether it's through welfare or this job opportunity, or he put the woman on top of Adam, whereas majority of the Adam, the sons of the Most High, they're a part of the prison industrial complex.
That's right, bro.
They're YN.
Yeah.
So if you're a YN, you're defeated mentally.
Done.
If you're a homosexual, you're defeated mentally.
Done.
If you're a Christian,
You're defeated.
you're defeated mentally.
That shit worse than meth.
It's worse than that, man. So if you don't know your nationality, you still conquered.
Yeah.
So the point is, Esau ran that play back in the garden, and it's fulfilled now.
But and then it's been working since the garden.
Since the garden,
It's been fucking working. That's why they keep doing it.
Just keep modifying it.
That's all they do.
It's like Esau
It advance with the time.
use Eve like a form of buck breaking.
Yeah.
You know, he'll use Eve to just destroy Jacob.
Hey, you said butt breaking. Guess what kind I thought of? The 7 brothers of Maccabees. What did Antiochus want to do? Because that was a form of butt breaking too.
Yeah.
So what did he want to do? He went to his mom. He went to their mother.
Yeah, too much integrity.
He went to their mother.
and all Esau does now is sell us transgression culture.
That's it.
Because the thing that keeps you out of that kingdom is transgression, is sin. So all Esau does now, correct me if I'm wrong, all he do is it's like an umbilical cord. He sends the transgression through the umbilical cord, which is social media, your woman, the school system, black culture. He sends it. He sends transgression to you, and that's why you're in this state, man.
Said that something about him for his brother.
Come on, man.
But what Psalms 83? I say it doesn't cut them off from being a nation. You know what I mean? Israel no longer being remembered. And that was like separating us from knowing the name of our power and everything. But now they have taken it a step further, man. Because now, like you said, with social media and all this influence, man, it separates you even more from your culture and your state.
Because Jake has pride, right? But he because he's cut off from his nationality, he has pride in being from Chicago. Yeah. From being from West Jackson. Third world New Orleans. Yeah. He got pride of being a bad bitch. A whore. A whore? A whore that could deceive men. Yeah. So Jake still got that pride, but they don't know where they come from. That's right. You're supposed to have pride in Jerusalem. Right. Pride in Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. Right. We're the Israelites. Right. You know? Yeah. We're those people, man. Yeah. You got it, bro.
I got a quick one. You good. Jeremiah 31:22. How long will you go about, oh you backsliding daughter? Yep. For Yahweh has created a new thing in the earth.
And the backsliding daughter is Israel. Right. See, we're the Most High got us like kings and priests, right? Mm-hmm. A king, he looks for a system, right? Mm-hmm. That he modifies that system. Mm-hmm. That's all. Like when you have a business, you go to the business, you create a system to run that business, and you just modify it over time, right? That's what Esau did. His business is Israel's transgression. So all he did was keep us in a state of backsliding. Okay?
And that's when they say, like, what success really is. You just copy the patterns of other successful people. Yeah. You know, just keep modifying in different patterns.
Well, I think we got a sign, all right? We read it in the way we read. It started in the book of Nehemiah. It broke down how one read after the other. They broke down, distinctly. And then, the late elders came out with that. Then we came out. We didn't make this up. We inherited their system of the spirit. So if you're a real man, if you're a real kingdom-minded man, you look at everything in terms of systems. Mm-hmm. So Esau creates systems to keep Jacob in a state of transgression, man.
And all you have to do is plug the players in that system.
Plug the players in. Mm-hmm. I give them their leaders, which is musicians, artists. Yeah. That's why you have what? Sexy Red and Cardi B's and these little degenerates.
Fake preachers. Sold out Israelite pastors.
Like you said, you planted these leaders in there. Mm-hmm. It's part of the system. And the outcome is transgression. That's it.
For Yahweh has created a new thing in the earth, a woman shall compass a man.
Now Eve is over Adam. That's right. Yep. Because the play was basically, look, you overthrow this nigga. Because he's suppressing you. He holding you. You a queen. Right. You're Adam. You know what I mean? Right. You know what I mean? You're empress. So Esau, the serpent, ran the play. Even if you watch the movie 300. Mm-hmm. Was that 300? Oh, when Leonidas was out at war, his wife was still there. Yeah. And it was a nigga that ended his kingdom. Right. I think he ended up trying to break this woman or something like that. I'm sorry. Yeah. He raped this woman.
Well, he fucked her.
But that was because she resisted him. Right. But it's always the nigga that wanted that position, right? So the serpent, he envied Adam's kingdom, man.
Because he told her basically for sex that he would basically she would have his vote to send the soldiers to save him. She gave it up to him. Yeah. You know, then we talked about this yesterday. The situation with Steph Curry. You know, look how Steph Curry's woman, it could be a great psyop, but at the same time frame, the play is, look at the envy she has for Steph Curry.
Oh, you know what? Hey, that priest of Yash brought it out. Kevin Simmons brought it out too. Basically, these women, they envy the glory of men. Mm-hmm. Like Steph Curry's wife want to be Steph Curry. Right. Eve envied the glory of Adam.
That's what it was, bro.
And you know, brothers have experienced that, man. Your woman is not supposed to envy your glory. You know?
You get a better job than her, she be jealous.
Yeah. That's hey, Eve got a dick, man.
And you still taking care of the household.
But you want that status. Yeah. That's what it is. And it makes sense because like you say, bro, the money coming to the same income. If I'm making more, I can do more for you. Yeah. I can protect you even more. But that's not enough. You want that power seat.
But you know what though? Eve never looked at Esau's power and said, my husband should be in Esau's power seat. She never thought about, look, with this white woman, really, my husband is more dominant. What is it that my husband doesn't have this man has?
And that's so fucked up because Eve had everything she wanted. Yeah. Anything she thought of, if Adam knew before she told him, that was given to her. Yep. But like you say, hey, Cam said it on, what's the name of that movie? Paid in Full. Hey, niggas want to be the man just because.
And the way, and I'm going to speak, but the serpent, that's how we know that it was Amalek coming back, because, or that nation, because you go back to the Persia, all right, who, wasn't that Haman? Yeah. Now it tells you it's the book of Esther in the Apocrypha. The brother can get this. The Macedonian, all right, was going back to Amalek, Agag, all right. Haman, was it Agag? That's different. But anyway, it tells you that he was wise. It tells you in Genesis that the serpent was wiser than any creature, right? Mm-hmm. But then Haman was actually honored amongst the Persians for being like a wise counselor amongst the Persians. And when you go into the second Esdras, that rendition of, Esther in the Apocrypha, Haman was a notable character amongst the, he's like a Persian, a counselor for the Persians. They call him father. This is like a counselor. Let's go, bro.
Hey, you gonna swing over. Hey, this is Esther 3:1. After these things, the king Osiris, who was Xerxes, promote Haman, the son of Hammedatha the Agagite, and advanced him and set his seat above all the princes that were with him. Yep. And when you go into Agagite, according to the Hebrew, right, the Strong's H91 pronounces Agagaya. Now, when you jump down to the lexicon, the Hebrew Chaldean lexicon, Salakia. When you go to the Briggs lexicon, it got Haman Amalek.
Haman Amalek.
Like Amalek, yo. Amalekite?
Yeah, the Amalekite.
Yeah, Amalekite.
Agag was an Amalekite. That's
right.
That was it Samuel hit the off?
Yeah.
So, but guess what? Now, can you get to the second?
Yeah.
You got Esther?
Yeah.
I had a quick Google overview.
Esther. She's quite holy. He just want to get some before that.
It says from Google AI overview, Haman, the antagonist in the book of Esther, is explicitly identified as Agagite in Esther 3:1. Agagites, like establishing him as a descendant of Agag, the king of the Amalekites, whom King Saul failed to destroy. It shows you come from that straight lineage of Agag, man. Haman did.
And something that was noteworthy was that Haman was promoted.
He was promoted
amongst the other men.
Yeah.
So when you go to the second Ezra, you go to Esther and the Apocrypha, it tells you that Haman was called father because he was a very shrewd man, he was a very wise man. Mm. So he was a counselor to the Persian king. Now he existed, the Macedonian, because Haman was a Macedonian, all right, he existed as like a vessel kingdom, like an assistant kingdom to the Persian king. All right, before he got revealed, he was, like I said, he was revered for being a wise counselor. And what does this remind me of? It reminds me of the serpent's position with Adam, because Adam was he was more wise and subtle than any creature. Brothers, I feel the apostles brought it out, the brothers brought it out, how he had to have been in a high position to even influence Adam.
He has to. Well, he had to.
But that's the nature of a serpent. You got it, bro?
Yeah, additions to Esther 16, verse 10. For Haman, a Macedonian, the son of...
Wait a minute. Haman, a Macedonian. Wait a minute. Did it not say Philip, the Macedonian? Come on, man. It's 2 points, multiple points being made. You hold some, bro?
No.
So it's multiple points being made. One is his genealogy going back to Amalekite, showing you that the Grecians and the Macedonians, they go back to the Amalekites. Go ahead.
First Maccabees 1:1. And it happened after that, Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian.
Alexander, which that's a real character, right. Esau glorifies him. Mm-hmm. Alexander, the son of Philip, the Macedonian. Right. We did again about the sharp.
Okay, it says, back in addition to Esther chapter 16, verse 10, for Haman, a Macedonian, the son of Hammedatha.
Haman, the Macedonian.
Mm-hmm.
The son of Hammedatha. You read that too earlier.
Right. Being indeed a stranger from the Persian blood,
right,
far distant from our goodness.
Why was he a stranger of the Persian blood? Because he wasn't a fucking Persian.
Right,
he was not an Elamite. Right. He was an Amalekite. All right, and the Amalekites evolved into the Macedonian kingdom. Now, if you Google the Macedonian Empire, you found little information. You know? Go ahead.
And as a stranger received of us, has so far obtained a favor that we show toward every nation, as that he was called our father.
It was called their father because of his wisdom, his knowledge. Go ahead.
It was continually honored of all the next person unto the king.
All but the next person to the king was like the position the serpent had with Adam.
Opposition.
But we're going to find out that he had ulterior motive, just like that boy, the serpent, man. Just like that boy back in the garden. You just like that boy. You just like that boy, son. Inside talk, man. All right.
Verse 12. But he, not bearing his great dignity, went above to deprive us of our kingdom and life.
Yep.
Having by manifold and cunning deceit sought of us in destruction, as well of Mardochus, who saved our life and continually procured our good, as also a blameless Esther, partaker of our kingdom with the whole nation.
Well, because that's their I think the people are saying Mordecai. Mordecai said the king.
But by these means he thought, finding us destitute of friends, to have translated the kingdom of the Persians to the Macedonians.
And guess what? Guess what happened? It did manifest. Haman ended up dead. But guess what? What kingdom erected after the Persians? And it happened. Alexander, the son of Philip of Macedonia. So Haman already had an ulterior motive when he was a vessel in state to the Persian Empire to overthrow the Persians. So his people will come up. Now you see the play, but it's the same play to me for the garden. Like he ran the play, but he was loved by the Persians. He was a wise. They call him father. Like you talking to a counselor, like they call him father, man. But that's that. They just the nature of the serpent, man. The snake. The whole time he was been a snake.
But they think he's second into the king.
Second into the king, man.
Damn, Haman, man, had the ultimate game plan.
Yeah.
Hey, check this out. This is Numbers 24 and 24. And ships shall come from the coast of Shittim, and shall afflict the shark, and shall afflict Eber, and he also shall perish forever.
Yep.
And like the brother said, the Greeks came after the Persians,
Yep.
and when it talks about afflicting a shark and afflicting Eber, that's up and going to 70 AD. Damn.
Just back up that character.
God.
It's Genesis 3 and 1 in LT. The serpent was the shrewdest of all the wild animals that the Lord Yahweh had made.
Hey, let's get all into it. You look at the word shrewd?
I had it right.
Okay, let's go, bro.
It says, having or showing short powers of judgment, astute. Also,
So that means he was like a counselor.
Yeah, Bob.
The father, they called him father. Come on, man.
And when you go into that serpent, it also goes into the origin of that term. It goes into divination, to foretell prophecy and things of that nature. Because when you think about the serpent, he gave Eve a half truth.
Yep.
He told her, "You should be gods, as like the gods." But he didn't tell the part that you was gonna die too.
And that's why Amalek now they want immortality.
Damn.
Because they always envy immortality.
That's right.
Because they want to be like the Most High.
And that's what Adam had before he went off.
And he envied that.
Dang.
Come on, man.
Also, what scripture go have the Lord said he shall have war with Amalek from generation to generation. Because one thing Haman wanted to do was also destroy the Jews, man.
And it was revealed in it was revealed, I was in Apocrypha too, that he had a motive to overthrow the Jews. Yep. Because he always hated the Jews. Like you said, the J word, bro.
Oh, but it finally makes sense. That's the reason why the serpent hated Adam. Because we thought about the philosophy, but Adam had immortality.
Yeah.
Damn.
He had that kingdom too.
He had that as well.
Yeah.
But
like,
if you never die, your kingdom was forever.
Adam lived. Well, he lived a long time.
And it's a full, what they call it,
Almost
full age.
Yeah, full age. So the serpent envy what Adam had, and we see it every time that Esau makes an effort to have immortality. Tower of Babel, right? That's the heathen always want to be like the Most High.
right.
Y'all get confounded, but now it's with the digital
Tower of Babel.
Yeah, the digital Tower of Babel with the water. Even their buildings being high as fuck. It reminds me of the Tower of Babel, man. Yeah, going out of space, you know.
So for shrewd, it says, piercingly cold of a blow, severe, mischievous, malicious.
Mischievous. Wait a minute. Was not Haman? I'm not saying in any way, shape, or form Haman was the serpent,
Right.
but
It's the same.
That's the spirit. Yeah, that's the same character.
But it makes sense if he was.
It makes sense if he was, yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
why did he hate him?
Right.
He hated him so much.
Right.
He hated the Israelites so fucking much, man. He hated the Israelites so fucking much, man.
And it only makes sense that this same individual has to be a member of the top Edomite family, which is a Rothschild.
Yeah.
Think about it.
It makes sense. We saw them sucking be like one of them Elamanites.
Yeah, that's right.
You know that chief house?
Yeah.
That's the chief house of Edom. But even the so-called, like the so-called Caucasian race right now, who they have a beef with now? The 1%. You know, they always going in with the ish people, you know, the small guys. So it says, in a sense, evil in nature or character, and it says evil person or thing. It shows you the nature.
Because, you know, the average Edomite driving with a Confederate flag, he ain't doing shit.
Nah,
He got his own little struggles now.
yeah.
You know,
living in a trailer.
Yeah, living in a trailer and shit. You know, we make it about what he make. But yeah, we doing better than a lot of them niggas, right? So, but the point, it's well, who really pushing the play on the demise of Jake, man?
Yeah.
Who really steering the ship, man? Hey, the ish people, man.
That's some big nose.
Big nose.
nose.
And all the shit, your woman problems.
Yeah.
Problems you got with your woman go back to the ish people.
Your health problem.
Your health problems, man. You know, this man is on a whole other level, man.
Your family being destroyed.
Come on, man. Help you. Hey, come on, man. The food. Come on, man.
Food, the air.
The school system.
That's right. This system, you getting taxed.
Man, yep.
How is it we have to pay back taxes, but they said Amazon ain't paid shit last year?
He taxing poor people.
And the most I keep exposed to them. You know, as far as Pizzagate, as far as molestation, as far as morality, everything you name, it's under the sun. These particular people are down there, the progenitors of it.
And that's how they get down. I seen Kevin Hart, he was somewhere talking about how much he loved peace. What's that saying? He's down with that shit.
It's Cody talking like children.
Yeah.
Hillary Clinton,
Yeah.
they all talk the same lingo.
Yeah.
All of them have black eyes eventually somewhere throughout the point of their careers. They're all throwing up the 666 throughout some point of their careers. They're all doing the Baphomet signals at some point throughout their careers. But they understand this, like the hope elect of Yahweh Shem Shai serve the Most High wholeheartedly. They go all the way in for him on the right hand side, like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I always say. So the inhabitants of this world who have the goods of this world, and what Satan promised Yahweh Shai?
Goods of his word.
Man, hey, he said, I'll give you everything if you bow down and serve me. And that's what these people who are set in high esteem,
They gotta do.
that's what they got to do, and that's what they have been doing. And that's why the scripture goes into how the earth was handed into the hand of the wicked. The wicked's ruling the earth.
As a point, and also just to back you up, what did Satan tell Yahushua in Luke the 4th chapter? That which is given to me, I will give to you.
That's how you know the higher ups of Esau, he about to ready to make a move. Now, where had they ever got pointed out or exposed like this on a greater level like this? You know, come back in the centuries, man, Esau could do something and nobody would never question him.
The internet is there too as well.
Yeah, man, that's part of that third witness, you know?
And I'm gonna say this too. I did a video on Jay-Z, and he was coming out, he was cornered. And the dude asked him about something. He started rubbing his chest, and then he put his hand inside of that coat. That's that hidden hand of distress. So basically, he's signaling to other nations that he needs assistance, because guess what? He's connected to the Epstein files now.
He said he sacrificed their daughter now.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing the hand signals and the
well,
one-eye stuff
that's
there
it.
on stage with Beyonce.
See?
You know what I mean? So
You gotta do
you got to do it. Hey, this world is dark, man.
it.
This world is dark. And that's why the elect of Yahweh Shem Shai are constantly pushing righteousness. So these other people who worship Satan, they're doing exactly what they've been programmed to do and been doing this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Because the ish people, they weren't supposed to be exposed.
Right.
Like I said, when we first came into this, when we first woke up, man, we couldn't talk. Nobody was talking about them.
So that's when old girl ran it. When she was the CEO of YouTube,
Uh-huh.
and that's how you do a video about, their agenda, and your video was taken down,
And they even got the Rothschilds connected to the Epstein files now. And what did that Rockefeller nigga say? That the internet should have never been created, because it's their strength was in secrecy, man.
Because you know what? The internet, once again, that third witness, the internet was the only thing that wasn't controlled by them.
Yeah.
Because anybody that read a book can upload a video now. Whereas the media, the media, that's 100,000% controlled by them. But social media, that's your shit.
You can't regulate it.
They can't regulate it.
Freestyle. And that's one thing to take into account too, like concerning artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, of course, is on the left-hand side, but they have taken the entire information from humanity, all questions that have been asked, all answers that have been given, and understanding, would you say, bro, like prompts and everything of that nature, and they put them all in one central location. So now when you ask AI something, AI is giving you what is already common on planet Earth. So Esau Edom is dealing very treacherously, but it's continual. And y'all remember that guy, Rabbi Finkelstein? He went into how, man, we Jews, he broke, so like,
I said it 10 times already.
Hey, we small hats, we take your children, we kidnap your children, we drain their blood,
Take them to the slaughterhouse.
we take them to the slaughterhouse. McDonald's is our favorite customer, But this is not anything that's of old, because I remember when we first came into the truth, that was one of the videos that we had come across, so to speak. But it's now coming out more and more and more and more and more, just for that small remnant of Yahweh Shem Shai to hear, see, and understand and be converted. But the other inhabitants of this earth, they're going to ignore it. But their a judgment was already predetermined.
Can I back you up?
You got it, brother.
You got it? Go ahead. Right, this is Daniel 12:4. But you, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
And part of that knowledge being increased is the internet.
That's right.
Because once again, hey man, y'all remember it was something called a library?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if brothers remember, but it used to be something called a library.
I hate them.
And it was one down the street called your Darwin Welty Library.
Yep.
That was the city's library, man. And what happened to it? It's gone. It's demolished. Because nobody needs the library anymore.
It collapsed, deteriorated.
Oh yeah.
Hey, it was just like, it just be destroyed from within.
Remember when you first came out watching y'all prophesy? Y'all had camcorders.
Yep, that's right.
We don't use camcorders no more.
This elder used to hold it for 3 hours.
Yeah, man.
Used to hold the camcorder for 3 hours, man.
And also, so when they used to learn, they learned from like tapes.
Oh, yeah.
They put the tapes over again.
By
They
the time
switch
it's
the
cold
side.
and the hall was over.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The side 80 was switching the side, being playing tape over.
Come on, man. The apostles and the elder, like the late apostles, late elders, they used to go to the library with books.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and we entered into other men's labors. We can't forget that.
That's right.
That's why we get them double hundreds.
Yeah. They used to go and research books, and it was physical concordances.
And their works have not been forgotten, man. It followed them into the spiritual world.
That's why they still blossoming up in the spirit.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 36, starting at verse 10. These are the names of Esau's son: Eliphaz, the son of Adah, the wife of Esau; Reuel, the son of Basemath, the wife of Esau; and the son of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar, Zepho, and Gatam, and Kenaz. And Timnah was concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son, and she bare to Eliphaz Amalek. These were the sons of Adah's wife, Esau's wife. And the reason I brought that out, because earlier, Zaquan, you had mentioned, like, you're not saying that Amalek is the serpent, but, in a sense he is, man, because he's the offspring of Esau. Because in this society, you know what I'm saying, we talk about Esau and break it down who Esau is today, man. But that's still that same bloodline of Amalek. That's why the Lord said he should have war with Amalek from generation to generation, because these are the same people, man, which are of those of that serpent that was in the garden.
So he will have to be a Rothschild today's time frame. And I'm glad you brought that out, because, you have Bokel Malone saying that, wait a minute, what happened to the Edomites? They were all killed off. But according to Ecclesiastes 4:16, there is no end of all the people, even of all that have been before them. They also that come after shall not rejoice in him. Surely this is also vanity and vexation of spirit.
But what's a common saying is that the biggest lie that Satan never told you was that he didn't exist. So that's also, you can apply that to the satanic people.
Mm-hmm.
There's just how there's the sons of the Most High. There's a race that are the people of Satan.
That's right.
There are Satan incarnated in human form.
Yeah.
Just how we're like the Most High incarnated in human form, which is why you have the Michael Jacksons, the Michael Jordans, all these inventors, all these, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Creative people, because we're like the Most High in human form.
Yeah, the salt of the earth.
The salt of the earth.
But hey, Wama made a great point, because like when the Most High, created us, we was made different from these other nations. Like he said, which makes sense to me. We taste food different. We create things. We hear things different. We move different.
We look at everything in a different perspective.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And the same. That's why, and like on the left hand, that's how you got like the Kill Gates, the DJ 47s. What's that weird ass science guy with the bald head always talking about how that bastard man. But like brother said, you got like the Michael Jordans and everything, because the salt of the earth. But then you got that astronomical wickedness of those devils on the left hand side, man, doing their work.
This is Psalm 53. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born and speak a lie.
That's a pedigree.
That's right.
That's a breed.
Yeah.
I was in the pit bulls and stuff. Jay can tell you, man, they got
Blue pits.
Yeah, but even before the blue, well, that too, right? But when it comes to like characteristics, back in the day, Jake was into them fight pits. And it was like, man, some of them bloodlines like Eli, Red Boy, they'll come out trying to bite something. They can't even open their eyes. And brothers into the pit bulls, no. Them game bred pits, you don't train them to fight.
It's in their nature.
They come out, can't see. They're ready to fight something.
Hey, Zaquan, I did a video not too long ago. You had this crocodile, this baby crocodile that was basically in captivity. And guess what? It was like in this little cage doing a death roll. Who taught him that? It was estranged from his father and mother. Yeah. So automatically, innately, it was feeding off something, and it started doing the damn crocodile roll, the death roll.
It's in their nature.
It's in their nature.
Just like little lion cubs, they're gonna practice hunting.
Yeah.
Like you got
housing on their daddy.
Yeah. So it's like there's a nature. Hey, well, going back to Genesis 25, 2 nations are in our womb, 2 manners of people. Esau's manner is to rebel from Yahweh by Shemel Shai.
As soon as they're able to speak or formulate sentences, they start lying. This is their pedigree. Like I seen a video of this Edomite chick. She was in a car with this Jay. He had picked her up for Uber. So the thing was, she called Uber saying that she was basically scared because he was messing with her. Jake had to goddamn record just to show that he wasn't doing nothing to her. Jake basically told her, like, okay, look, you can get out the car, but she was saying that she was scared to get out the car because he was still her package.
Until she saw that camera.
Right. So Jake had to start recording, show himself getting out the car, taking the package out of his vehicle and putting it on the side of the road. But this is what she was doing. She was formulating lies, man.
Just to overthrow Jake.
Just to overthrow Jake.
You think about the video games, like you can do the create a player, and you can modify that player so you don't like it. So that's what the Most High did with Esau. That's why he's that vessel fitted to like with dishonor.
Yeah.
That vessel dishonor, that fitted for destruction.
He's formulated to be Satan's physical counterpart on earth.
Bro, he's coined the vessel of wrath. And it said the wicked are estranged from the womb. So Esau is hardwired to destroy. So in every facet that he runs, every facet of existence, he puts death in it, like Elder Yashimon would always say, because he's the vessel of wrath. So he put wrath inside of rain, he put wrath inside of snow, he put wrath inside your water, he put wrath inside your food, he put wrath inside your relationship with your woman, relationship with your kids, your household, he put wrath inside your music, he put
called medications.
Your medications, pharmaceuticals, he put wrath inside your clothing. Because polyester goes back to plastics. And the plastics contain estrogen forming chemicals, and you absorb it because your skin is open pores. So he put his wrap inside this shit.
Have you heard something about going into Vaseline they call it petroleum jelly. They say, yeah, it's exactly just that, petroleum.
It's petroleum.
What
Man.
you put in your car?
Fuel.
But he's telling you though. He's telling you it's petroleum.
But this part, I'm
See, I
sorry.
just put some on my lips today.
Yeah, that was Jacob Rothschild. He created, I want to say it was Jacob. He created the AMA, which is the American Medical Association. So when the people that was using like herbs, like the different herbalists, that's when he started introducing petroleum-based drugs into the pharmaceutical market. And that's when we started to take like antibiotics, things of that sort. It's all petroleum-based. And what does that do at the end of the day? It causes cancer, you know? So when anybody just like with the herb route, like the natural herbs, they would be considered as crack. You know, things of that sort. You know?
And y'all remember all those doctors they were finding dead about 4 or 5 years ago? Those holistic doctors, those holistic doctors, they were murdering.
Yeah,
About 10 years ago.
yeah, we're getting down with it.
Yeah.
Man, it's go ahead.
What you got, brother?
No, you just
And I could just say a real point. That's why brothers always speak on and make videos that, you know, the sword comes in many forms, man. You know, it ain't just no sharp tool or no explosive weaponry, man. It's any little thing that he could manipulate to slowly or quickly destroy people, man.
But it starts with his philosophy. That rap, all this shit starts with his philosophy.
So it's tongue.
But yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Through philosophy.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
That tongue, man. That's why I say that serpent, you know?
Because you got to have the idea before you have the tongue first. You know, and this is Ecclesiasticus 19:23, 22. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. So wrapped in your medicine, wrapped in your music. This is not wisdom. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence.
yeah. But he just got information or knowledge on the left hand side.
That's it, bro.
Like Aleister Crowley, he was tapped into his Edomite spirit.
Yeah.
You know?
His mom even said he was the beast.
Yeah. No,
It's like more tempted in the ancient Israelites.
because he wanted to master it.
Yeah. He wanted to fall in love with the spiritual demon Satan.
Right.
But y'all remember when we came up in the spirit, hey look, that wickedness started with the serpent. Remember in Genesis, the second chapter, he was more, third chapter, the water, bro, he was more subtle than any beast of the field. You had Hamites back then, right? But this man was more
That's a
wicked.
good point.
This man was more wicked than Ham back then. Although they weren't known as Ham back then, but them spirits was already created.
But that's a good fucking point, man. When Esau, just how anybody could pick up this word, right? But when the Israelite picks up the word,
Yeah.
you know, anybody can go into Satanism, or the Edomites get into Satanism.
They tap in, man.
Yeah, because the nature of Esau, he's a perfectionist anyway.
Right.
Anything that he, like the average Edomite, anything he puts his mind to, he does excel.
The point they said, and you know what? It makes sense that Satanism, because again, they said that the characteristics of this man, he was a serpent. Serpent also goes into to be able to foretell prophecy, divination. It's a definition, divination. What does he do in his music? Not the music, but in his movies. It's called predictive programming.
Revelation of the man.
Right, and when you go into predictive programming, when you break these words down, it goes into to foretell prophecy.
He tell you before he's gonna
He
do it.
tell you before, whether it's a commercial, whether he got Kevin Hart making a joke about it, or if he's calling petroleum, even if he's calling it petroleum, fucking Vaseline petroleum jelly, he's still telling you what he's doing.
I'm sorry.
It's a lot.
No, so that's his fashion, whether they hear it for America on the left hand side. He do that prophesying.
Yeah, they try to make it like they had a choice.
Yeah.
Because they believe in a thing called, it's a Freemasonry term, it's called karma retribution. So they feel like they don't tell the masses of their secret or sinister agendas, and they feel like it's going to be blood upon their hands.
What about that carbonated water he got? That shit called liquid death.
With that. And even the Bad Bunny halftime show, who plays hands upon him? Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Right? So that was a ceremonial showing, hey, like he's sacrificing, he's going to the next level.
Bro,
And he's been crowned by the queen.
Zaquan, when you put us on this nigga went from Soyo Pior to this feminine motherfucker, man.
Yep.
Like the masculine spirit.
He done.
You like Esau's fun boy now, how did you bro?
Hey, I got a quick one right quick. Psalm 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
For example, let's go back to Adam and Eve. You won't die. You will be like God. You will be, thou should not surely die. And look at us deader than a motherfucker, man.
And what do you call that? Surely, like is there like a preposition or like an adjective, like an adverb or something?
Well, smart.
Wait a minute. But I mean, the reason why I said that because that's the nature of Esau. Thou shalt not surely die. He added that in there.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know what he said in the Hebrew,
yeah.
but it's just to add that gray area. That's an Esau trait. You know, thou shalt not surely die. But I'm gonna read this again, Psalm 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but what was in his heart? His words were softer than
What was in his heart? Meaning what? Taking Adam out of rulership.
Yep.
Now taking the Israelites, well, no, we're already out of rulership, but stopping the elect from reconnecting with the Most High. By basically saying, look, the names are not important. Setting up Nate, setting up Yohanan, and so on and so forth.
I had a dream I was going into the concentration camp, and the thing that was they had a technology to make an effort to get that name out of my head. Like if you said the name, something might shock you or something. You know what I mean? But I'm just like that was like when I first came in. It's like
Oh, that's ECT.
ECT.
Yeah, that's a electric shock therapy, bro.
Yes. But yeah, how about Smile Shop be with us, man? You know?
ECT, electric converter.
Because the more you make an effort to take it from us, the more you show how powerful it is.
This is a Psalm as well, chapter 58, verse 2. Yea, in heart ye work wickedness. Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth.
You weigh the balance of your hands in the earth. Look at your military. Look at your military.
You're a blessing,
And it shows you the nature of a serpent, right? The word of his mouth is smoother than butter. Thou shalt not surely die.
Yeah.
Even when it came to the taking over of America, what do? They brought those Roman Catholic priests.
Mm-hmm.
But this is serpent move.
Yeah.
They had the smallpox on the blankets.
Right.
You know?
Right.
That's a serpent move. Even when it comes to predictive programming, right? A serpent in real life, or a snake, would be right in front of you. You don't even notice it. No. You have all these demonic symbols right in your city,
Right.
and you didn't even notice it. You didn't even know it's demonic.
Yeah.
You've been watching the all-seeing eye. Jay-Z been throwing up that diamond since you was 14 years old.
Mr. Rock.
Mr. Rock. Uh-huh.
Now his daughter throwing it up.
Huh?
Now his daughter throwing it up.
Right in your face. All these satanic symbols, it's just like a snake in your face. And that's the nature of Esau.
President Ronald Reagan said this. He said, the 9 most terrifying words in the English language are from the government, and I'm here to help. So, you think about that.
Yeah.
When has the government ever help our people,
Right.
man?
And then the English language, speaking of the English language, it's nothing but spells. That's why you have what? Spellings. Spellings are, this whole fucking language is nothing but spellings.
Like, yeah. And another thing, too, going back to that deception. Part of your deception is in your language because we didn't deal with all those adjectives and prepositions. And it is yay or nay.
Nice to meet you.
We didn't. Well,
That's right.
yep. But we didn't deal with all those extra words in the sentences.
Nah, it was straight to the point.
It was straight to the
Well,
point.
how should I say the point? Let your yay be yay and nay be nay. And just to back myself up for ECT, it's a electroconvulsive therapy.
That's what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
ECT, man.
They want the ace because Esau, he'll paint a picture of us these rough, raggedy bearded spin dudes, but he knows like man, they got the name.
Yeah.
They got the name. So when Esau's after that name, and you couldn't pay off our elders, man. Through Yahweh, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Shai, we can't be compromised, man.
Yeah, so this ECT is a safe, highly effective medical procedure used to treat severe treatment-resistant mental illnesses. So knowing the names, Esau said that we have a mental illness.
Yeah. That was in the book of Acts. It said they were whipped, stripped naked,
Yeah.
speak no more the names of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
They say their name got power.
It's the ancient world style, man.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Go ahead, bro. If I may say this right quick, because even with the apostles, right, in Yahweh Shai, this ministry, you had Pharisees. Their whole thing was he could mess up our establishment because we have a covenant with the Romans. So if people start gravitating to them, that's gonna take away our money.
That's right.
Take our place, yeah.
So back again, Ronald Reagan says, the 9 most terrifying words in the English language
I'm for the government, and I'm here to help. Making me think about First Thessalonians, when they should say peace and safety.
Yeah.
And that's the approach that Esau's going to do when he implement this RFID chip, man.
He did it with the
bid.
Yeah.
With the bid.
With the bid, he said, hey, the CEO of Pfizer said, he said what? He said, I don't want to skip the line.
Right.
We need to give this to the African Americans and the black and brown community.
You niggas know you stupid. When has Esau ever came behind you in anything? He's gonna put himself first and say, no, I'm sorry, he's gonna put you first, put himself last and say, you know what? Let's let Jay take this shit.
Yeah.
You should have known it was a setup.
It's that serpent, though.
Hey, yeah, but if you followed that, it's about 2020, 2021.
Yeah.
It was like we got under the black and brown.
Right.
If you followed that, man, in 2021, you deserve this shit.
But guess what? They said insurance companies was basically saying that they noticed that towards the end of the year, the death rate among people had increased 400,000.
Yeah, and that was the whole point. And because Bill Gates was going into how we can control the world's population
The Ted Turner platform.
via vaccines.
Right.
He said it.
He said it.
You gotta be careful with the words, brother. But he said it.
Yeah, with the vaccines.
Yeah.
But hey, this video, you gotta charge the video to the game.
What?
He said murder. I just said rape.
Yeah. I'm tired of, man, fucking being like a little bitch.
Yeah.
Hey, but then you go into, what, it goes into Baka. Baka goes into cattle.
That's right.
So these niggas look at you niggas as sheeps and
That's why
fucking,
they call it Goya.
yeah, Goya.
And what do you do with a baka? What do we do with a cow?
Yeah.
You brand it.
You poke it.
Like cloth.
Yeah.
And then there's a word called culling. When you trim the cattle,
Yeah.
Oh, culling.
culling.
Yeah.
Culling. So that's a word they use too
Yeah.
when it comes to the population.
Like a herd.
Yeah.
And you niggas, y'all ate that cud. Y'all chewed on and went straight to the clinics with that shit.
Because you know what? A lot of people, they really didn't have C19, but there was marketers having it to really unalive them.
Yeah.
To say they
Yeah.
unalive them.
Get the injection.
Yep. To get the injection to unalive them because it's like inventory, liquidation.
But guess what it means though? Tell them, bro, what it means. Sir.
Oh, yeah. Certificate of, the B word, 1-9 goes to 2, like the numerology. That's the first letter in the alphabet.
Hey.
And 8 is 1, and 9 is I. So certificate of fact, AI.
That's a code.
So that's gonna be that mRNA technology that's going to your bloodstream. So whatever they're gonna do, when this society collapsed, cause you watch that movie Cell, like they made something happen, and people who had something inside them, they started going crazy.
And
Like,
Kingsman too.
yeah, Kingsman.
Kingsman, y'all seen Kingsman? Sam was at a party. He pressed something on the phone.
Yeah.
And niggas went crazy.
Hey,
And
man,
guess what? I say one more thing, Priest. And then what about the CDC? Don't they have a so-called zombified apocalypse?
Yeah, they got like a prepared plan this for that, man.
who's gonna be the zombies?
Exactly.
And,
I think Elder Chris Quiet did the video, man, but it was a young lady, he in the doctor's office, man. And she was bugging out, man, because she said she was fine until she took that jump shot, man. And she was up there talking about all the health complications she been having, man.
She got this disease called myositis.
Yeah.
It's like inflammation on your muscles.
And the promoters
Yeah.
did not take it.
And guess what's going? And one person had it. They said when they ran the test on it, they said like their heart looked like it had got hit with a blowtorch.
Yeah.
oh, another thing too, just off some petty shit. Y'all took the jab and the booster, right? Then turn around and got the thing again. You took the jab and the booster, and they got sick again. Is what I'm saying.
There was some science too behind it why they did those boosters. I can't remember. I just like read it so much. Yeah.
But then you was already, you never left the standard American. First of all, you gotta turn back to your Howard Basham shot.
That's the only thing I'm gonna say, y'all, because y'all can't detox that shit. You cannot fast it up.
Because it come one with your DNA.
Yeah.
So it's no herbs really can just be able to eradicate that.
Now we know that the elect, some of the elect had probably took it before they knew this truth at the same time frame. They're gonna be okay. But if you knew this truth and goddamn it, backdoored the Most High because you didn't have faith and went to a clinic, you gonna die.
You know what? And I lost my train of thought.
I have the same precept
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
that I can get off of. Finish your point.
Yeah, that was the book of Psalm 140, verse 1. Deliver me, O Lord, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, from the evil man.
Hey, who the evil man? Who's doing all this stuff, man? Who's a perpetual storm of wickedness, man, and destruction, man? You know, water, air, food, shit, your children, your woman. He's polluted everything, man. Everywhere you look, everywhere you go, there's pollution, man, or complete wickedness. He turned everything upside down.
And Esau, he sort of allegorizes it through his Hollywood. And there's always an evil villain running the planet Earth, like Snow White, the Wicked Queen, or Wizard of Oz, Scar. So there's a. Why did King David pray? It's a prophecy. Why did he pray that? Why did he couldn't deliver himself?
Right.
There's a man in power that we can't overthrow.
Right.
That's why the GDs didn't work, the Vice Lords didn't work, the Muslims didn't work, Black Panthers didn't work, the Civil Rights didn't work. None of that shit worked, man.
Because the same person that gave them this power has to take them out of power.
Yeah.
And that's Yahweh Shah. In Colossians, the first chapter, it tells you how he created kingdoms and things of that nature. So Yahweh Shah, if you can receive this as a spirit, he was Isaac. How do you know? Because Yahweh Isaac was able to give a blessing. And a blessing is going to a time frame for Jacob to rule forever, and a time frame from Esau to rule. But Esau's rulership has what? A birthday and an end date, which is an expiration date.
And that's what it's gonna be. Who was that king? Was it Nebuchadnezzar? Did the Lord may start eating grass?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This was a king, man.
Well, what did Trump say about his nails? The Nicki Minaj at the press conference, and Trump referred to his nails like, yeah, well, Trump, yeah, he made a reference to his nails, and Elder Pastor Hart linked it back to Nebuchadnezzar, you know? Because, well, wait a minute, what are we gonna see in Esau for us to be like, is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
What we gonna see?
Like, well, who is Esau gonna downgrade to for us to look at him and be like, this the man that made the earth?
Oh yeah,
I think was the War of the Planet of the Apes? Esau lost his intelligence. What's my guy? Yeah. Woody Harrison. Yeah, that War for the Planet of the Apes. Esau, some virus happened, some thing happened, right? So the Edomites on the earth, they all lost their intelligence. They became more brutal. Because the original Planet of the Apes, the original one, Edomites was brutal.
It Job the 30th chapter.
Come on, man. So it shows you that the Planet of the Apes is a metaphor for the Israelites coming back into power. It shows you in the world, the Planet of the Apes, something happened to where the Edomites was no longer intelligent, that they got demoted to a brute state. It is going to be the future.
Yeah. That's Daniel the 4th chapter. Y'all going back down to those bases of men.
That's why we say in Isaiah, we're going to look at, they that see this should look narrowly upon you. Meaning they're going to look down on you. Mm-hmm. Is this the man that made the earth to tremble? Esau, that's why your death rate is higher than your birth rate. Yes. The Edomite soldiers are all blowing their brains out coming back from these wars. Mm-hmm. Right? Your family's broken up. Yeah. You're losing this is not the 1950s leaving to Beaver anymore.
Like y'all was mentioning about the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah,
oh no, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, right?
Yeah.
Which one was it?
As far as what?
He was working behind the scenes.
Oh, Wizard of Oz.
Okay, the Wizard of Oz. You know, so also went to Wizard of Oz. When they found out who was really running things, like, hey, what?
This little fuck.
This little pedophile?
Yeah. And then another thing is happening to Esau too, Deuteronomy 37, and Yahweh, your power, will put all these curses on your enemies and on them that hate you, which persecuted you. So you're slowly going down, and Jacob is slowly going up.
Yeah, I saw the video footage where the Edomite, he was coming to pick up his son, and I think the mother didn't have his son when he thought he was supposed to have him, and he basically crashed out. But I think the stepdad came out with an assault rifle and shot him.
He shot him.
Dang.
Yeah, but that was that was bigger problems.
Hey, I'll tell you another bigger problem. I see a Kroger off on Canton Road. This is Edomite couple. Guess what? They meet on a Sunday, and the father is giving $1 back to the mom. Them nigga problems back in the day.
Yeah.
That's a broken home.
I be saying that like in settings.
Yeah. Reap the whirlwind, man.
And just a quick point on that War of the Planet of Apes. The director said Caesar reminded him of a heavily portrayed Moses type figure. When he led his people, to the promised land, you know Caesar, he died. Right. Just like Moses did. He didn't make it to the promised land. So that shows you that they know who the Israelites really are.
No,
And what was that thing in the Caesar had broke that thing? It
Genesis.
was called Genesis,
Yeah.
right? And so basically, when it was encapsulated, right?
Yep.
And it came out, that was the spirit.
Yeah, it was like an influence.
Yeah, that was the spirit. That shit was smoke.
And notice the apes, they were asleep when it happened.
Right.
When they came,
Spiritually dead.
yeah.
It was spiritually
They came
dead.
back to life when they woke up the next day. That's right.
but fuck that last
I hated that one.
Planet of the Apes.
I ain't even watched that
Fuck
shit.
that
man.
last. Yeah.
Yeah, watch it.
I saw the movie, right? I'm gonna spoil it because it's worth spoiling. Fuck that movie, man.
Yeah.
I went to go see the movie, right? The storyline all fucked up. First of all, Caesar, he ended up dying off in generations past afterwards, right? Caesar was the only ape that was really intelligent, and he was like that one special ape. So the other apes didn't become like him and take over the world. They
Went
never
back to
really,
sleep.
Yeah, Esau got his power back.
yeah, he ultimately he got his power back. Man, fuck that movie, man.
And see, they have these movies because they want to offset prophecy so bad. But there's nothing you can do. Because think about this, the kingdom of heaven was already agreed upon before the foundations of the earth. That's in Ephesians, the 1st chapter. So there's nothing you can do to offset prophecy. Everything that happens on earth has already been prescribed by Yahweh through Yahweh Shah. It's over. There's nothing you literally can do. Hey, the chip, I'm fucking. Hey, it's the Most High ship. You know what I'm saying? World War III is the Most High World War III. The CI-9 is the Most High CI-9.
That's the Most High Spike Lee in this thing.
It's the
man.
Most High Spike Lee in this thing.
This is shit, man.
That's right. And so back in Psalm 140, verse 1, deliver me, O Yahweh Bahashim Yahshua, from the evil man.
Right, because the evil man is about to come down on you. Right? And we all know that Psalms, the 19th chapter, that cruel Lord is Donald Trump. And if he does off himself like he did his Nero, guess what's going to happen? My bad, so Isaiah the 19th chapter, right? He's that cruel Lord. So if somebody does come after him, it's going to be somebody worse than him.
Exactly.
Since it's Trump, man.
But it makes sense it's Trump.
It makes sense, bro.
You know? Trump has to be that nigga.
What you always go to about the Nero, how he's building that.
Yeah, the Nero had a golden palace. Trump has the Trump Tower.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit. It's the same connection.
Yeah. Because Nero was in those gladiator games.
Yeah.
Trump was in the football.
And guess what Trump's trying to do? Trump is trying to have the MMA out there around the fucking White House. Going back, it's like back in the day when he was a gladiator. Going to them, Salaki, going back into the day when he was always at the gladiator game.
And before they changed it to the Gulf of America from the Gulf of Mexico, he said he wanted to change it to the Gulf of Trump. Right. You know?
God.
And then Nero was spending all this unnecessary money in Rome and shit.
Yeah.
And Trump building with so many $1 million onto the White House. Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, renovations and add-ons. And even today, a news alert dropped going into the new federal agency, ICE. We're talking about they're going to spend $38.3 billion, you know, in this year. You know what I'm saying? Just going into revamping their particular organization.
But meanwhile, you got these Americans, goddamn it, got to sell plasma just to fucking keep their cell phones on.
Man.
It was amazing though too. All in the midst of that, they're getting the Israelites. Like through ICE, right? Yeah. Like
Yeah,
the midst of it is like he's really fought for the Israelites.
I don't see them Gallon Gooks.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Ishmael, East Indians, Elam. But it's all you tribes. It started with the Northern Kingdom, then y'all ran up on them Haitians, and they beat y'all asses.
I got some etymology real quick. This is Nero. Nero, Roman Emperor, 54 to 68 CE. Born Lucius Domitius Aehina Barbus. Noted in history for his tyrannical and cruel disposition and moral depravity.
Look at Trump. Hey, what Trump said about somebody, about a woman, you just grab a pussy.
Yep.
That's what he do.
The first time.
Yeah, that's the first time around. And remember when he died, what Nero said, when I come back, I'm giving him hell. So he understood the process of reincarnation.
The fire. I'm sorry.
And through the, hey, if I can just say this, hey, through the apostles of Great Millstone, the Star of the Apostle Star, and your warlocks, hey, you know who you are now. You know who you are.
You think about Nero, he hated the Christians, you know? So back in this time frame, what you talking about? The prophets of doom.
Bro, let me get this right. The fire in 64, which destroyed much of Rome, and which was accused of setting, and his persecution of Christians.
So don't be surprised he do it again as he's playing a fucking film.
Well, are not the Christians being persecuted now?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Starting with the 2/3.
Yeah.
Start, yeah. Well, start, you know,
yeah.
You know, Second Ezra, what's that? 16. They should be like madmen sparing those that fear the Lord. But they started with ice.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, they're not targeting Moab, Elam.
No,
They're not targeting Ham.
no.
How you skip over Ham and go to Levi?
Right.
You skip over Ham with the Levi. That's the giveaway, man.
So it ain't, and they are able to identify, because that means it just ain't the color they looking for.
Right.
They able to identify, you know what I'm saying, the northern kingdom.
Spiritual.
Yeah, true.
In 2nd Ezra 16 and 70. For there should be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. There should be like mad men sparing none.
And I believe through the Spirit that a lot of these cities are going to be deprived of Israelites, man. You know how you go to like the south side of this city or the west side and just chase to and fro? I believe through the Spirit, man, through Jacob's trouble, there's going to be a lot of Israelites missing out these cities, man.
Yeah, come on.
A lot of empty, like how Jackson is, you hardly see anybody.
I remember you mentioned about the vision that you had back in your old neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
It was never anybody there. Because the Most High always brought me back to that vision. But it's like, where the Jackson? Like nobody was there to put two and two together. This might be a byproduct of Jacob's trouble. They already got plucked up in concentration camps, put to death. Because Esau, you think he gonna let this YN shit linger? No. He's already promoting black culture as a problem. Yep. You know, Eve all on these boats, these cruise ships twerking, and a fight happens, and the shootout happens. Right. This YN, he pushing this YN shit, Yeah. But what does Esau do? He raised animals just to hunt them. Mm-hmm. So he's been raised at Jacob to ultimately fatten them up for the kill.
That's his ammo for that accusation.
Yeah.
So they can go ahead and come down with that great route.
Come on, man. Because basically, what do you have now? Black fatigue.
Yep, that's right.
You got black fatigue. Basically, you're tired of black culture. You already spreaded propaganda against Northern Kingdom, Issachar, which they're not really shaking shit up. They're not wilding out like that. But then you got the propaganda with Southern Kingdom with black fatigue. So your two biggest components, your two biggest oppositions to water is the Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom. Nobody else. Israelite fatigue.
All the videos you always see the comments. They be feeding into that propaganda. It's the usual suspects.
Every time Jacob does something wild, Esau floods the comment boards, man.
So and they make this a miracle. Yeah. They make the lies or the negative appearance of the Israelite man, the Israelite woman, the face of America.
Yeah. That's right. Like, this is the problem we're dealing with.
Yeah.
That's how you know through the Spirit. He's an accuser of our brother, man.
Exactly.
He really is. I think you go to where accuser goes into category, like you categorize.
Yeah. They out here eating fucking kids, bro. They're
Exactly.
eating like, you know what I'm saying, human flesh.
Bro, why nobody getting arrested for this, man?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Why is nobody getting arrested?
Ain't nobody been picked up.
Why TMZ ain't talking about this shit? They talking about every goddamn thing.
And the white man gets paid off for all that.
Like somebody made a quote if they lock up everybody in the Epstein file situation.
The system will
The
fall.
whole
Yeah,
system
I saw
collapsed.
That's what, yeah, I saw
We
that.
had no senator, no governor.
Right.
Nobody make movies no more. No rappers.
You gonna have hood politicians.
Kenny Stokes.
Kid is stuck up being there.
I remember Gangstalicious.
Yeah.
Now what are you, Young Thug? Because Young Thug said, look, all of us taking it up the ass, man. All your favorite rappers.
Yeah, he sure said that.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Revelation 2:11-3. I was looking for those gifts. These were the two prophets.
There was Revelation 11.
That was Revelation 11, bro.
Yeah, these two, they tormented them.
Yeah. These were the two that. No, these were the two prophets that tormented.
Oh, 11 and 10.
Okay, Revelation 11 and 10. And they, like Revelation 11 and 10, and they that dwell on the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwelt on the earth.
Gifts were slaves. That was the slaves, man. I think you read Revelation 18 chapter, it goes into about Babylon with the cinnamon, the different ointments and things of that sort. It also goes into about the souls of men, human souls.
Yeah, it said within her contains the souls of men, and that scripture right there, ultimately, they exchanged gifts when Jacob was overthrown, which the gifts, part of that was slavery, but that was actually a celebration of that lion finally being conquered. The northern, because you remember King Solomon had his throne, right? And they said it was 6 lions on this part of the throne and 6 lions on that part, which represent the 12 tribes of the nation Israel. But part of that, King David tormented the nation. He subdued the nations. So when you read about, when you see those parades out there in the Dutch, the Netherlands, and they had a black face, they're commemorating when we were put in slavery because we tormented the Edomites, the Archetypus. So the Grecians and the Romans finally conquered us. They never tell you why they had an Archetypus.
Right.
They don't. All you know is the celebration of us being put into slavery, but they're not going to tell you who was in slavery before we were in slavery.
Because you would have to associate that to the Israelites.
Yep.
And even going back into it's something local, Medgar Evers' house.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a museum. The people can go by and visit.
Yeah.
Trump said he wanted to take out that he was murdered by a racist.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
His story, right? History. And this is Psalms 124, verse 1. If it had not been Yahweh who was on our side, now may Israel say, if it had not been Yahweh who was on our side when men rose up against us, then they had swallowed us up quick when their wrath was kindled against us. Then the waters, makes sense as ice, had
ironically, right?
Ironically,
it's called ice.
Right, ice, baby.
Yeah.
Then the waters had overwhelmed us. The stream had gone over our spirit.
When the enemy shall come in like a flood.
Yeah.
Think about it. Within ancient Rome, like Spartacus shows like that. When the Roman soldiers came, they came in what? Legions. They came in droves.
Yeah.
You know, they came like a flood, man.
Yeah, man. Then the proud waters had gone over our spirit.
It's Edomites. The troops, their armies, those proud waters, man.
That's right. Blessed be Yahweh, who has not given us as a prey to their teeth. Verse 7. Our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowlers.
Because ultimately, our soul is escaped out of the as a bird from the net of the fowler. That's us barely making it past those missiles.
Right.
Ultimately, because of a bird that barely escapes a trap, he escapes by a hair.
Right.
And we're barely going to escape those missiles.
Right? You should scarcely be saved.
Scarcely be saved.
Just like when Jacob received the blessing, he scarcely got the blessing before Esau arrived. So how he got the blessing, so we don't leave with the blessing. You know?
That's what makes it so dramatic. Even
Right.
when it comes, I believe when the Most High listens to that standard, it might be a last minute thing. As soon as the dough kick in, you might get it. As soon as that guillotine about to hit your neck, you might get it. Some of us gonna die.
Hey, remember the movie Titanic when they show like the lower parts and the ship was sinking? And people like the doctors or whatever.
Yeah.
You remember how the doors were shut down?
Yeah.
How they were sliding around?
Yeah. Nick of time.
That shit was scary, right?
The nick of time.
You know?
They should show you that on Indiana Jones when he was escaping the room.
Oh, yeah.
That shit be about to close down. And in the nick of time, he'll slide under that motherfucker.
That's right.
You know? And that's what scarcely be saved means. Scarcely be saved, it goes into in the nick of time.
Hey, that's why the scripture says bodily exercise profiteth little.
Yeah.
As much as we should exercise, that's not gonna get you out the missiles.
Man, try to hold that goddamn door. If you don't got that stamina, man, you'll lose all your fucking things.
That's right. We're gonna need it. Hey, that's why I said, fear not, Jacob thy worm.
Yeah, man.
And we're fucked, man.
That's why I say, in the world, they use that term, I was saved by the skin of my teeth.
That's right.
You only have skin on your teeth,
Right.
but they're talking about how detrimental it truly is when that, that danger comes and you escape from it.
Right.
Hey, and the Lord is setting it up where there's going to be no other alternative but to depend on Him, man. Because it ain't like back in ancient days where they could go in the wilderness and hide. They done cut all the goddamn trees down.
Yeah.
They got cameras all in the forest. You don't know where they at. Cameras every neighborhood, man. Your phone is a tracking device. There's no escape, man. Only outlet is your house by Shimmy House Shot, man.
Hey, that's why Esau said about them guys, you know what I'm saying, that's going like to the woods and shit. Esau said we coming for them niggas in the boonies first. So you can move, you can live. Hey, you can fucking live what 70 miles in a rural area with no civilization, but at the end of the day, they come to get you first.
That's the purpose of the drones.
Yeah.
You got that? Yeah, I was gonna say you said it right. You said yeah.
Hey, back up LB. This from the Google AI overview. By the skin of my teeth, it's an idiom meaning to narrowly, barely, or just manage to do something, often escaping a disastrous situation.
The election scarcely be saved.
With almost no margin for error.
One fall move can fucking cost you your life.
This is what Job said, Job 19 and 20. My bone cleaveth to my skin and to my flesh, and I am escaped with the skin of my teeth.
There you go. So Job was prophesying with this time. This time.
And so I'll back you up, you was reading about the Revelation about the gifts.
Yeah, bro.
So like Elder Z made a good point.
And the reason I brought that up because Elder Z made a beautiful point in the spirit. King David put so much work in on the other nations, Solomon didn't have to do shit for 40 years. And then Solomon's kingdom was a prelude to the kingdom of heaven. You know, and then even Solomon said, that's why I was telling Cousin today, you know, you can get all of this shit, all these goods, but guess what? You don't have immortality. And that's what Esau don't have. Esau don't have immortality. And even the earth is down with Esau. The earth is down with us as well.
And you know one thing about goods too, the brother sent me a beautiful video. You get desensitized to goods. If you're rich, right? Let's say you're rich, right? At some point that's going to become your normalcy. So you can drink the best wine, the best champagne. You can have the baddest women.
Yeah.
At some point, you're going to get numb to that, and you're going to need more things to get fulfilled.
The spirit of
The
God.
eyes never satisfied.
The eyes don't satisfy.
And look at even Esau Edom has the entire planet Earth. And if you want to and desire a person, well, I'm gonna get a person my age.
Yeah.
And he said, you know what? I'm going a decade below. Now I got a 40-year-old. Now I got a 30-year-old. Now I got a 20-year-old. Now I got a 10-year-old. Now I got a 5-year-old. Now I got an infant fresh out the womb. That's Esau Edom. He's never satisfied. You know, and then from there he'll go from an infant. He said, you know what? Nah, I want the blood. And then now he said, I'll go for that. Now a woman on her menstrual, I want her blood. It just continues. It's a continuous cycle of wickedness.
So that's another thing about this world's good. Somebody's breaking it down in this video. Is you're going to get overstimulated.
Yeah.
That's why we got the Diddy situation. That nigga had everything given to him. So it's like he needs more than just sex with this woman. So when it comes to this Roman Empire, your brain, your flesh, it can only get so much before it needs more.
And then like Bun also said last week, and then these niggas also have to do ongoing rituals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But it's twofold. You know, you can get all that shit because that wine you put me on from France, the Southern Belle, Spain. Man, I'm talking about prior to CI9, it was great. It don't even taste the same no more.
A lot of shit is like that.
That shit don't even taste the same. But this is
Just because y'all mentioned about Diddy, man, just another level how wicked this nigga is. There was a video where this guy got interviewed, man, and he was Diddy's B.O. boy.
Yep.
You know what you seen? When he
boy.
delivered the blood.
Yep.
Yeah, and he actually Diddy had an actual dude who was his personal, what's called blood transfusion guy. He would get a pint of blood every time he would get around him, man. He said he was training him, man, but that's why he kept his youth from what is it, like 2002 up until now, man. He had that youthful look. But now that he been in the cell, yeah, he done started, you know what I'm saying, in the Asian and shit.
They would do it within
They would do it within the borders of America, so they'll go on a boat outside of Miami, outside of the, I guess, U.S. border. That's what they'll do with it. Because it wasn't legal yet.
Take that. Hey, Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yet also, because he transgressed my wine, he's a proud man, neither keep at home.
He transgressed through his philosophy.
Yeah. And he puts a gun to your head if you don't do it. the military. You know?
And it's funny though, if I may say this.
Yeah.
You got Diddy, right? You got these celebrities, right? And they're like 50s, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of look young, right?
Yeah.
They end up interviewing their brother. They grew up with him.
Yeah.
He aged.
Yeah.
You know, that brother
Yeah.
that was just,
Well,
he didn't get
no
rich or
bloodshot.
famous. He looked his age.
That's
I
right.
thought it was funny, you know?
You saw that on the documentary, man.
Yeah.
You saw it right. Who enlarges his desire is hell.
Oh, what did it say at Michael? In covered fields?
That's right.
You gotta know the nature of your enemies, man.
They call them by their own name.
That's right.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Right.
Andrew
Jackson.
Jackson.
Right. Columbus, Mississippi.
A large slave.
Christopher
Yeah.
Columbus. And a Galite killer, man.
Right.
Fuck Andrew.
Right.
Hey, like them savage niggas. What that song? I hang with murderers. Lil Durk was singing the hook. But the point is, now Esau loves murderers.
Yeah.
Man. Robert E. Lee,
Yeah.
Andrew Jackson. Come on, man.
Yeah.
We're not fighting that now. Go ahead.
Neither keep at home who enlarge his desire is hell and is his death,
I'm only confident like a little dog.
and cannot be satisfied.
It cannot be
That's
satisfied.
what B was saying.
Because he was going out to Greenland, right?
Right.
And you know what I didn't know? Because Greenland is American territory. I was doing my research. There's Gad over there. There's Gad over there because I was looking up the research.
I think Greenland's the Denmark.
Denmark?
Yeah. Denmark.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But it's Gad over there. Like
It's
you said,
Gad over there.
That's what America wants.
America won't Greenland. I'm sorry.
No, you good.
Because Trump, that was defensive because Greenland was like, we don't want this American shit over here.
Right.
But the natives in Greenland, that's Gad, man. Because I think it's so close to Canada.
Yep, it is.
Yeah, it's so close to Canada, so it's really like a gas situation. You know, you think it's indigenous, you think it's Jackie. Sometimes you put it on the land. But it's Gad over there, man. But every he carries his propaganda like we're gonna make your land a better place.
Yeah.
But there's always a before Edom and after Edom when it comes to the land that he conquers, man.
And the government here to help.
And before, I would say, no, we don't want you here.
Yeah.
And after, it's always a murder, robbery, pillage, and rape.
Right.
Great.
Right. Back in Habakkuk 2 and 5, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heaps unto him all people.
That's your NWO.
There you go. That's a new world order.
That's just back up LDB about that satisfying.
And like death, you can't satisfy death. Look how many people die per minute.
How many cemeteries out there, and they still got plots to pull up some more ground to put your ass in?
Right. Right.
Death is a spirit, man.
You can get dropped in the ocean at this particular point.
Right.
Death is never satisfied.
That's
because
right, bro.
Death is the interior surface of the earth, and it's everywhere. It's under water,
Yeah.
and it's under the so-called ground.
That's right.
Death and hell is on every side.
It's the book of Psalm 84 and 10 in the NLT. A single day in your courts is better than 1,000 anywhere else.
So that's you got it, bro.
No, I said one day in the kingdom is gonna be the best than our 1,000 days here. On
And
this
that
side.
time go past so slow.
Yeah, man.
Like back in the 80s, man, like when my mom used to drop us off at my grandmother's crib, like she'll drop us off at 9 o'clock.
Man.
We would go outside about 5 or 6 times, and it'd be just 9:08.
Bro.
Christmas took 10 years to come back around.
And then we had a whole winter.
Then we had a whole winter,
It felt like a year.
And it
Yeah.
felt like Christmas.
and it felt like so-called Christmas.
Bro, we used to get off our
Never
bus.
ending.
Back in
Yeah.
Georgetown, in the country, as a child, we get off the bus dropped us off where my auntie stayed, where my grandparents stayed. And we stayed there until our parents got off work and came and picked us up. Man, we'd be outside playing until the break of forever. It felt like it was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours, but it really on about 2 to 3. If that.
Going outside to play was an actual thing.
It was an actual
Yeah.
thing.
It was fun.
Yeah.
They got these little zombies doing this shit all day,
Yeah.
antisocial.
Yeah.
And you take a nap nowadays, it's time to go to work the next day.
You would sleep Sunday away.
And you know, at the end, when time at work goes by fast.
Man, what, bro?
Yeah, for real.
Time at work goes by fast. Like, fuck it, hey, well.
Hey, but look at February. It's February the 13th.
February 13th.
Like, we just put up curses on this place.
Yeah. Friday the 13th. We
Yeah.
just put up curses.
Hey, whenever my coworker he leave, he like, I'll see you in 5 minutes. That's what he be
Right.
saying.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like we don't get nothing done.
Yeah.
The time go by so fast now.
You
You gotta work in super speed.
But it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because what it says, sit right, make the time short.
It's not gonna make the time short.
Hey, this is Matthew 24:22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved.
Look what's going on.
That's right, bro.
Look the fuck what's going on, man. We are just living straight out spiritual fumes, man. Look at the food we eat. Man, if the Lord took his spirit away, man, everybody would fucking drop dead, man. We don't know what the fuck we eat.
I think they the FDA approved Gates to go ahead and put mRNA in the
Through.
food.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? Through. We can't fight against that.
That's why I
Hell
started
no.
watching all the videos the brothers saying,
Yeah.
because hell, I wouldn't eat nothing. If I sit there and watch all this shit, I'd die.
And even
Like,
else
go to it.
he said he wanted his DNA in all people. How was he gonna do that?
Damn.
The biggest thing that you people consume. That shit
Food
crazy.
and water.
Food and water.
This is back
So
in,
he's trying to create man in his image. Like
Yeah.
RFID technology.
yeah.
He's taking the main thing the Lord said that you know is pretty much the sustaining person was
Vital.
food, water, and
Yeah.
shelter. Man. He's jacking up the prices on the shelter. He poisoning the food and the water. So he just putting everybody in the bad case, man.
Since you said that, California already has initiated a universal basic income, a UBI. We're getting closer and closer. You know? Back in Matthew 24:22, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. 2 Ezra 2:13. Go, and you shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch.
Each day that goes by, keeping this sick of our captivity, it's another day closer to your house, second coming, man. That's how you gotta look at it, man. For the days to go fast in your captivity, you should be happy about this.
Man.
And we're at the end.
We're the prisoners of hope, man.
That's right.
You know?
And what does it mean when it says we're prisoners of hope? Why does it say that? Because the only thing we have is hope.
Yeah, we're slain to it.
We're
We're
locked
locked
in.
in.
We're locked in.
We held captive in our faith.
Pun intended, we're
According
locked
to
in.
Lord will, man.
Apostle Paul called the brothers, my yoke fellows.
Yeah, my yoke fellows,
Yeah,
man.
man. So we have this one golden thing to look forward to, and that's the kingdom of heaven.
That's it.
And not only do we have that to look forward to, we're fighting to be in those preeminent positions.
Yeah.
Because the whole nation ultimately is going to be saved, ultimately, but there's going to be 144,000 elect men. There's going to be rulers.
And bro, we've been in through spirit about Shemashah, like we've really been toiling. You know, beginning with the apostles of Great Millstone. And I know, man, you know, and that's why in the spirit I always used to say, you can't say what you will or won't do, because ultimately the Most High can take that spirit off you from your house shot and give you more through your house shot. But like Cam made a huge point on Pay the Forward, you know, for the fallouts, you just be looking at like, man, you don't give up all this shit.
Yeah.
But it's nothing you can do.
It could be against his will.
Even during the time of the so-called Last Supper, all of the 12 were eating with Yahweh Shah. Judas didn't know he was going to be that one that was going to deny the Lord.
Apostle always bring that point out, man. You think Judas really wanted to fulfill that role?
He did.
He did. It said the spirit of Satan entered into him, and Yahweh Shah said, what you got to do, you do.
Yeah, he quickly. You know what,
Yeah.
what you realize in the scripture, we all are playing a role in this truth. We all playing a role in this earth, man. And either you're an antagonist or a protagonist. Either you're for Yahweh Shah or you're against Yahweh Shah.
Hey, it was a point. What about Jeremiah? Jeremiah had got so mad at the people. He said, man, I ain't even going to prophesy.
Hey.
But what the Most High do? The Most High gave him more spirit, and he had to do. So man's goings are of Yahweh Shah, man. And we just hope, Lord will, we stay possessed with the Holy Spirit, man.
The prophet Jonah, he didn't want to prophesy
That's right.
against them.
That's
man,
right.
Like, man, Lord, you're going to do what you're going to do anyway.
That's right.
I'm out of
He
here.
was hot. He was hot behind. You know?
It's Romans 9:10, NLT. This son was our ancestor Isaac. When he married Rebekah, she gave birth to twins. But before they were born, before they had done anything good or bad, she received a message from the Most High.
So everything is predestined. And she received that message through a prophet. Right?
This message shows that the Most High chooses people according to his own
It's
purposes.
his own will. It's the Most High's will to have you the elect or the non-elect. It's the Most High's will to make certain spirits Edomites.
Well, it's like the movie Truman Show.
Yeah.
The director of the Truman, in the movie, there was a director, and everything that Truman went through was scripted.
Yeah.
Those parents, his classmates, his encounters, it was all according to the will of that director within that movie. You know, when you go into actual movie directors, they're really playing the Most High. You know, they create the plot, the setting, the plot twist, the stage, the script.
Because he's the director, and Yahushua is the executive director.
Yeah, that's right. So at some point in his life, he's going to go through this, just like the Truman Show. At some point, he's going to encounter this person, and he's going to go through this experience. But it's all pre-written. Esau doesn't want to admit that because Esau is obsessed with free will. We're all subject to Yahweh Bahashim Al-Shai's script. That's why he told Nebuchadnezzar, he's basically roughly paraphrasing, whose breath is in the hand of the Most High. Nebuchadnezzar's breath was in the hand of the Most High.
Yeah. Well, the whole time he thought he was God.
He thought he was God. Hubris.
And see, that's what Esau became, hubris. Because Esau has been this vagabond for so long, he really think he can't be touched. Motherfuckers ain't worked since the 1300s.
Yeah. That's why wickedness, when it's not the judgment is not executed speedily.
That's right.
It's fully set in their heart to do evil.
Yeah, that's right. He ain't gonna do that. He with us, man.
Yeah, he pedaled to the metal.
Yeah.
No, but and the same as ancient Pharaoh. Ancient Pharaoh was pedaled to the metal, waking up in the morning, looking at the sun, doing this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Rise.
Yeah. When he lost his first boy, down on bending knee like boys to men.
And have you noticed the Most High's MO? He take the greatest kingdoms and humble them.
Yeah, man.
He rose up Egypt just to shut down Egypt, just to show his strength.
Yeah.
Everybody's infatuated with Egypt, with the Most High. What's that, Romans 9?
Yeah.
The Most High raised up Egypt just to destroy it, so the Most High can show his power. America's gonna get destroyed, so the Most High can show his power, man.
That's heavy because the Most High putting a reprobate spirit upon the heads of Esau Edom to implement this left-handed NWO, this left-handed reset. But on the right-hand side, what he's doing, he's letting the steer out for Esau. So therefore, the Heavenly Father sent up Yahushua to implement a righteous great reset.
I got you. This is Ecclesiasticus 16 and 15. The Lord hardened Pharaoh that he should not know him, that his powerful works might be known to the world.
What he's doing with Esau, he's just allowing him to make this move for this NWO, for everything to be played out, so the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, can dispatch Yahushua to confound Esau Edom with this NWO.
And when you knock out a bully back in the day, man, your name was magnified and glorified in the school, man. Like, you made a name for yourself. And it's the same thing what the Most High is going to do with himself and Yahushua. Those names will be glorified on all levels. Now, come on down.
And this back in Romans 9, jump to the point again, verse 12 and NLT.
Man, you bring no banana water, bro?
I ain't reading this.
Damn.
I'm reading it.
So verse 10, it says, this message shows that the Most High chooses people according to his own purposes.
Right.
He calls people.
Just be glad you not a fucking Edomite or Elamite. You know what I'm saying? And all praise to y'all about Shema Shah for having this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Because we're living. Everybody else is dead. Like that woman next to you that don't believe the truth, she's dead.
Well, the guy you did the video on, formerly known as Formula. Yeah, man. That's some scary stuff.
That body stinks.
Fear the Lord, man.
But you never could tell that nigga nothing though. You know, he gone, man. Then he be talking regular, then all of a sudden he sounds like fucking Darth Vader. These niggas crazy. Bad rules, Rasta. You ain't seen the video? The Rasta did a video, bro. Yeah, he done. He dropping down.
Verse 12.
Now everybody gave from a war to Wamba. And them spirits really hate Wamba, man. And then he said he done killed all the angels, he done killed death. I wanted to say, nigga, don't jump off a 7-story building and see if you'll land on your feet.
Yeah, every video he get worse and worse.
Yeah.
Once I probably put a spirit on him to do that, and then he probably still live, just so he can catch those missiles. You know? Verse 12. He calls people, but not according to their own good or bad works.
Right, because everything is prescribed in the spiritual realm. Right? You are who you are before you got here. Go ahead.
He says, she was told your older son will serve your younger son.
So Rebecca was told that Esau will serve Jacob. And that's what it's all about.
She inquired of a prophet.
Right, that's right. Be a prophet. And she had she had Isaac's permission to do so. Because back then women were in order. She didn't go see that prophet without asking or inquiring to Isaac before she did that. Yeah, you don't want to go to Sephora with your credit card, goddamn, you got $5.
In the words of the scriptures, I love Jacob by rejecting Esau.
And that's just the way it is. But is the Most High unrighteous because it's his game plan? If I wear a certain pair of shoes because I like these shoes the most, or if I don't wear these shoes as much because I like those shoes the most, it's my prerogative.
Are we saying then that the Most High was unfair?
Right.
Of course not. For the Most High said to Moses, I will show mercy to anyone I choose, and I will show compassion to anyone I choose.
And he has, because all these other nations had a time frame of rule, even Eve.
And there has in the Most High's movie, there has to be a protagonist and an antagonist.
Yeah, that's right.
We were all little boys playing with these little action figures. We had an action figure that was our favorite one. Then we had one we knew in the back of our mind he was gonna be the bad guy and the loser.
I had Bruce Lee and Rambo.
Oh yeah?
And even taking it back a little further, going into the G.I. Joe packets.
Yeah.
You got a pack of 100, a pack of 150. You took your time, you set up each one individually.
Yeah.
And you knew which one would get started.
Yeah.
You gonna knock them all down. You saw already.
Where do we get that from? It's our Father,
Yeah.
our Heavenly Father.
That's what makes it a good movie.
Yes.
Oh,
I had to think with the then they had the little, what they call it, the little things.
Yeah, the
Like they made a
platform.
stationary
Yeah, the
platform.
platform.
I think this still exists.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what makes it a good movie. You know, to Lamb back, you said, bro. That's what makes it a good movie. You know, because the Heavenly Father, he wants that action, man. You know, this really, you know, this is his drama.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing about it, you know, brother had mentioned how the Heavenly Father hardened Pharaoh's heart, so he should not know him. Thing about Esau, Edom, who's the modern day Pharaoh, they know the Most High exists. Ain't no way. The Heavenly Father gave you all this power. He'd open you up to space.
Yeah.
You know. Then they see spirits.
Yeah.
You know, they had these incantations, bring spirits up for the spiritual world, so they know the Most High exists.
He's supposed to be wiser than Daniel, right? You know?
But that's what makes it a real good movie.
That's right.
You know.
It's gotta be dramatic.
Sit at the edge of the seat.
They said that in if I can add, it was his Larry Johnson, the ex-CIA agent, and he was talking about when you go to Hollywood with the script, the first thing they want to know is who's the antagonist. You know, before you present them a script, they want to hear about the antagonist first before they even read the rest of the script. So when you go to Hollywood with a script to present it, you got to have an antagonist.
Yeah.
And you got to lead off with the antagonist, man.
Yeah, if I can lay back you, bro. Another point too, most people be wanting the antagonist to win, man. You know? Keep them on the edge of their seat. So, you know, nobody's looking for this.
Well, what we learn coming to this truth in a lot of movies, the antagonist is the good guy.
Yeah.
Anti-hero.
Yeah.
Anti-hero, yeah.
The hero trying to maintain this wicked ass world. Like, I want to see the antagonist overthrow this bullshit and set up his kingdom. Yeah.
We the bad guys.
We the bad guys.
You need people like that.
Hey, when you think about it, like on Super Dragon Ball Z, really Vegeta, he was a good guy. But they portrayed him as a bad guy. Cobra of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
It was off of that race of that people.
Magneto.
Magneto, yeah, hell yeah, Magneto, man. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like this verse, back in Romans 9:16, NLT. So it is the Most High who decides to show mercy. We can never choose it, neither work for it.
And only the elect will get that mercy, and that mercy goes back to the 10 of mercies of David, right? Starting with the 144.
Hey, well, with that, we hope this was an edification. Once again, we want to give all under glory too.
We also
want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone Well. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. Shalom.